Everybody, and welcome to this week's episode of Top Four, where we talk about four things mostly comic book related, but sometimes not. How's everybody doing today, Josh? How you doing, man?
I'm feeling pretty good.
You're looking pretty
Nice
good.
weather today.
Oh, nice out here.
Nice.
Nice. Mikey, nice shirt, buddy.
Thank you. Rocking a little Spectre because we did
And
them on our podcast the other day.
oh, that's right. That was our podcast the other day. That was terrific. Tommy, I see you're in Harry Potter's old home under the
I
stairs.
am
Nice.
doing Scotch-tastic.
Scotch-tastic. Well, speaking of scotch, for no reason other than the fact that you probably drank some while you read this comic book, because it was a great comic book to drink scotch to. Thunderbolts, Host and Suicide Squad.
Oh,
Whoa.
Thunderbolts, the Marvel answer to the Suicide Squad. Let's be realistic about this. It was a group of superheroes who were press ganged into sometimes pretending to be other superheroes, or they were mostly bad guys that were gang pressed into being other fake superheroes or doing task force-esque kind of stuff. Mike, you're giving me a weird look.
I mean, yeah, eventually that's what they became, but they were
They
originally
did that a few times.
they were a group of villains who decided because the Avengers and Fantastic Four had all disappeared to take their place as part of a long con.
Yeah.
But,
yeah.
so-
So it does morph a little. We'll talk about how it morphs in a second. But first, let's just say there have been hundreds of members just rifled in and out, just like the Suicide Squad. So we're going to pick our top four members. We're not going to go into the entire history of these because this would take an hour or so. But we will say that, Mikey, just go over what you just said, how they morphed.
my favorite member of the Thunderbolts is from the original series, the first probably 36 issues by Kurt Busiek and Mark Bagley, I believe, was the artist, and that it was at a time where they were villains. This is Atlas, aka Power Man, aka the Smuggler. He was one of the villains who was part of Baron Zemo's long con, and he had the hero's arc because he started off as a villain, posing as a hero, but he really liked being a hero. And so eventually he fell into disfavor with Zemo, and he wanted to be a hero. He liked this adoration that he got. He became addicted to it. It's kind of an interesting thing. A lot of times you'll see a downfall of a person portrayed, a villain. It's very weird that you see a villain get addicted to doing good. So I thought that was great, and that's why I am a fan of Atlas.
Yeah.
And Mike, building on that, I want to say that my favorite is Mach 1, who is
Oh,
also in that original run, who also had the hero's journey. Started out as the Beetle, then changed to be part of Baron Zemo's long con, liked being the hero, and eventually became the head of security at the Raft supervillain detention center.
yeah, nice.
Yeah. Never, that character never really grabbed me, though I always thought it was an interesting character.
I mean, he's a technical genius.
He's a technical genius. He went on to become such other heroes as Mach 2, Mach 3, Mach 4. He was mocked all over the place, Tom.
It was
Everyone
just
loved him.
getting better.
A lot of
Josh,
mocking.
who's your favorite?
I'm gonna harken back to the original series, but I'm gonna go with the mastermind as Citizen 5, Baron Zemo himself.
Was it Citizen 5 or Citizen V?
I always thought it was Citizen 5.
Ooh.
I always thought it was Citizen V.
I always
But-
thought it was Citizen B2, but it could be 5.
Yeah, I never even thought of Citizen 5.
Oh,
I'm thinking it now.
I mean, he's based
No,
on
I-
a World War II hero, right?
Yeah, Citizen B
Which-
would be more like V
which-
for Victory from
Yeah.
yeah. I mean, that makes sense.
But Citizen 5, I don't know what it is, but it's cool.
Sounds cooler than Citizen B.
I
Citizen
always
B
read it
sounds
as
like a
Citizen
disease you want to
5, so
avoid.
I honestly don't know now.
Now I'm
I don't
starting
know.
to wonder if I've been collecting the 10 Men
That's a very smart
Very
joke.
smart joke, Mike.
Why do you like Citizen V?
Other than the sweet damn smooth.
Oh my God, I can watch Baron. There is a cut of Baron Zemo dancing
Just doing,
5 hours. Just bum, bum.
yeah. I mean, certainly he's been a charismatic character. I mean, the actor's killing it in the Marvel universe as Zemo. And I really think that actually probably cast me back to go read some of the stuff he had been in before. But I just like, I like the idea of the master tactician, the planner trying to overcome all odds to I mean, sure, maybe it's plot some evil in the beginning, but he's got a little bit of an arc himself.
Gotta break some eggs, baby.
Yeah.
Um, but one of my very first comic books ever was a comic book record collection. You guys probably saw this.
I owned it.
Me too. We all owned it, I think. And I played the shit out of that. And it was Baron Zemo, the origin story, and Captain America and the Falcon. And I mean, I gotta find. You can actually listen to that on YouTube, by the way, and they'll show you the pictures. All of those old comic books, and that I love doing that. I have a couple scotches. I put that on. I'm 12 years old again, drinking scotch, just like I did when I was 12.
Yeah, not that long ago, you got me the Spider-Man and the Dragon Man
That's right, Spider-Man the Dragon. That's a
vinyl
real
album,
game, those.
which I loved when I was a kid.
Good. Now, as for my top pick, this is super hard for me because they threw all my favorite characters in there. I'm gonna eliminate one. Luke Cage was always kind of the warden, like the Amanda Waller of the group, so I'm not gonna say he was part of it, or he would be my number one. Tatterdemalian's in there though, and I love Tatterdemalion, but more than I love Tatterdemalion, Batroc Z Leaper. Got to go with my boy. No hero arc needed. He was always the hero of his own story. If you guys don't like the story, go read a different story. If you guys ever read Batroc Zero, one of the best comic books ever written, you'll see that he's just a man out to prove that just men can still make it in this world with super beings and gods running around.
I mean, Batroc O?
God damn it, Josh, you got me. It could be Batroc. Oh, they made one.
Oh.
Oh. But there are so many other good ones, including Tatterdemalion, who's a terrific character. Let's do a quick list of some of the runners up. Who do you got as a runner up there, Mikey?
Hawkeye.
Hawkeye, all right. Sure.
Nighthawk.
Yeah.
Whiplash, the master of the whip. I love whip. I like the old Whiplash in the cape and just using just the whip that it could turn into the spear or the staff and
Oh, I like the staff.
yeah.
Mr. Hyde. I always really liked Mr. Hyde. Good character. You go one-on-one, not well, but he has gone one-on-one with the Hulk. It never worked out. But I mean, if you're actually going to stand there and do it, good on you. I can take the Hulk. Get him, Mr. Hyde. I gotta rough you up there.
You chose
Porcupine.
Oh yeah, Iron Man's greatest villain.
Well, Porcupine. It should be Iron Man's greatest villain.
Yeah, he was a competitor for super suits with the government.
Yeah.
It should also be Captain America's biggest villain failure.
And then a later one of my favorite X-Men villains, Lady Deathstrike.
Deathstrike is terrific. But like we said, there are hundreds. If you guys out there YouTube land have a better or a different Thunderbolt that you really like we didn't name any of the Thunderbolts that are in the movie, which is sad because they're all cool too. But if you have a favorite, let us know. I love Taskmaster, and he was one of the Thunderbolts.
Is that movie out?
What?
Is that movie out?
No, it's coming out. That's why if you go over to our podcast, available anywhere there is podcasts, you're going to hear for the next few weeks, we are going to be going in depth on the movie characters, their comic book histories.
Yeah, and there are some great ones out there. But right now we're just talking about the Thunderbolts that are coming up. Give us your list, and if you can, subscribe. You can see what our faces look like here. But if you want to just listen to our podcast, you can go anywhere podcasts are found. Just look for the Long Box Guys. Mikey's got the logo up behind him. Just look for that logo. and you'll find us with ease. And you can also find us on Patreon.
Yeah. And our email's working again.
Yeah,
Yeah.
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 That's enough of this stuff. Once again, put your own down there, and we'll see you next time on the Long Box, guys.
Love you.
Bye
Bye-bye.
bye.
Bye bye.